Welcome back to Rekt Radio, the only show on the air that looks at a flat market and sees a launchpad. I'm Sunny, and let me tell you, the sheer strength being shown by Bitcoin right now is a thing of beauty.
And I'm Cole. A launchpad? Sonny, this looks more like a patient on life support, and the family is starting to argue about the will. The market isn't showing strength, it's showing a complete lack of a pulse.
You see a flat line, I see the market absorbing body blows like a heavyweight champion. We just saw potentially massive selling pressure hit the market with reports that Galaxy Digital was looking to sell a huge tranche of Bitcoin. We're talking hundreds of millions of dollars worth. And what happened? Did the price collapse? Did panic ensue? No, it was a complete non-event. The market just shrugged it off. That is a sign of incredible, almost unprecedented demand.
Or it's a sign that the sale happened off-market through over-the-counter deals that never touched the public exchanges. You're celebrating the fact that a tidal wave didn't hit the beach, but the reality is the wave was redirected to a private pool party for institutions. It doesn't tell us anything about the strength of the retail market, except that it's being kept in the dark about these massive block trades. It's not strength, it's opacity.
It's the system working as intended. The market has matured to the point where it can handle enormous transactions without causing insane volatility. That's what we want. It allows big players to enter the space without scaring everyone away. It's a sign of a deep, liquid, and robust market. It proves that for every major seller, there is an equally large buyer waiting in the wings, ready to accumulate. This isn't a theory anymore. We're watching it happen in real time.
What we're watching is the professionalization of the market, which means the game is getting harder for the average person. While you're cheering for the backroom deals, the on-chain data is telling a much more nervous story. All this institutional maneuvering has put the market on a knife's edge. The price is stuck, not because it's strong, but because the bulls and the bears are in a state of mutually assured destruction. Neither side can get the upper hand, and the result is this eerie, unnatural calm.
It's the calm before the storm, Cole. A beautiful, profitable storm. This period of consolidation is crucial. It's shaking out the weak hands and allowing conviction to build. When the market can absorb nearly $500 million in potential selling pressure without flinching, it's building a floor of solid granite. Any dip is being bought instantly. This is the foundation for the next explosive leg up.
You say granite, I say thin ice. This calm is just a lack of conviction. The buyers are too scared to push the price higher, and the sellers are waiting for a better exit. The market is paralyzed by uncertainty. All it takes is one more unexpected shove, one more surprise sale that does hit the open market, and this whole fragile structure could shatter. This isn't a floor, it's a trapdoor waiting to spring.
Then let's settle this the only way we know how. Let's consult the oracle. I'm pulling up the live technical analysis from TradingView for the Bitcoin one-day chart. The data doesn't lie, Cole.
Oh, wonderful. Let's see what story the magic beans are telling us today. I hope you're ready for a dose of reality.
I'm ready for a dose of confirmation. And wait a second, this is interesting.
Go on. Don't be shy. What does it say? I have it up here too. The overall summary of all indicators, the big bold headline, neutral. Not buy, not strong buy, neutral. The market is officially telling you it has no idea where it's going.
I see that, but you have to read between the lines. Look deeper. Let's break this down. Let's start with the oscillators, the tools that measure short-term momentum. They are also sitting at neutral. This is fantastic news.
How could a complete lack of momentum possibly be fantastic news? It's the definition of a stalled engine. It means the buying pressure that got us here has completely evaporated. The party is over, the music has stopped, and everyone is just staring at each other awkwardly.
It's not a stall, it's a reset. The market just ran a marathon, and now it's catching its breath. You don't want the oscillators to be permanently pegged at overbought. That's unsustainable. A neutral reading is healthy. It means the frenzy has subsided and we are now building a sustainable, stable platform. It's the market recharging its batteries.
The batteries are dead, Sonny. They're not recharging. And here's the real nail in the coffin. Let's look at your favorite indicator, the one you bring up every single week as your ace in the hole, the moving averages, the indicator of the powerful underlying trend. What does this say, Sonny? For the first time in a long time, it's flashing neutral.
Yes, this is the final piece of the puzzle. It's perfect.
Perfect? It's a catastrophe for your bull case. The long-term trend, the one thing you said we could always count on, has officially fizzled out. The strong buy signal is gone. The tide you were so confident in has gone out, leaving us stranded on the beach. Every single category, short-term momentum, long-term trend, and the overall summary is screaming neutral. It's a consensus of absolute uncertainty.
It's a consensus of peak stability. Don't you see the power in this? The market has found its perfect equilibrium point. The frantic energy of the momentum players is gone. The lagging memory of the trend followers has caught up to reality. We are now in a state of perfect balance, a perfectly coiled spring ready for the next dominant force to take over. And in a world of constant inflation and monetary debasement, that force is always, eventually, the buyers. This isn't an end, it's the ultimate beginning.
That is the most optimistic spin I have ever heard. You're looking at a car that has run out of gas, has a dead battery, and has all 4 tires slashed, and you're calling it peak stability. This isn't a coiled spring, it's a dead market. It's telling you that the bulls have no more money and the bears are just waiting for the price to fall under its own weight. This is the definition of a market top.
That's all for this episode of Rekt Radio. I'm standing on what is perhaps the strongest, most stable launchpad this market has ever built. The equilibrium will break, and it will break upwards. Stay bullish.
And I'm looking at a chart that has flatlined. When every indicator tells you it has no idea what's next, that is not the time to be a hero. Protect your capital. Don't get caught on the wrong side of apathy. You've been listening to Rekt Radio.